It is a great time to be a LEGO Harry Potter fan because today we got images of pretty much every single set releasing in this first wave of summer 2021 sets. There is so much to talk about and most of these sets look really awesome, but before we get into it, I did want to give a quick reminder that the giveaway for $100 worth of your choice of LEGO is still going on. You can actually win some of these sets that we're going to be taking a look at today. All you got to do to enter is make sure you are subscribed, follow that link in the description, and sign in with your YouTube account. That's it, super simple and 100% free. And apparently less than 7% of you guys that are watching these videos are subscribed to the channel, so make sure you subscribe because it's free and you'll get a chance to win some free sets. Anyways, good luck to everyone who's entering. Let's get back to these LEGO Harry Potter sets. So our first set here is 76389 Hogwarts Chamber of Secrets. This is kind of like the big set of this wave and it's one of the best in my opinion. It's going to retail for 120 bucks and should be releasing in June. We get a whole bunch of minifigures in this set: Harry, Ginny, Dumbledore, Nearly Headless Nick, Colin Creevey, Justin Finch Fletchley, Gilderoy Lockhart, Professor Sinistra, Tom Riddle, and a Golden Voldemort. All these figures look fantastic, but I think the real important thing here is the build. I'm really surprised by how much of Hogwarts Castle is in this. I thought it was mainly going to be the chamber, but I really like that they gave us a main structure of Hogwarts and then built the rest of the chamber underneath. All the details here look really awesome and they give you plenty of room to store your minifigures and set up different scenarios. One of the things I'm liking most about this set is how they actually portrayed the basilisk here. In my previous Harry Potter video, we talked about how this basilisk was going to be brick built, but I did want them to include some newer molds for it as well, just because it's a very unique looking creature and I think it would have been hard to recreate it in LEGO form. Anyways, that is pretty much what they did here though. It is brick built, but they also include some new molds, and because of that we get a really accurate looking basilisk. It can also come out of the mouth section there of that statue, I'm not sure what it's called. Also, I did want to point out that the Nearly Headless Nick minifigure here is supposed to be glow in the dark apparently, and that's something that we don't typically see too often in LEGO minifigures, so it's nice to see that here, and I think it works pretty well for the character. And yeah, the set is just really big, it's really awesome, and I'm sure a lot of Harry Potter fans are going to be really happy to have this in their collections. One thing that I did think is worth mentioning is that each set is going to be including some collectible wizard cards, which I guess are pretty similar to the ones that we see in universe in the movies. Each set includes a different amount of them, and this set includes 6, which I think is the highest amount for any set. I do think this is a pretty cool idea, but one thing that I don't like about this is the fact that all these are random. So for any collectors out there who want to buy all of these cards, it may be a little bit difficult. You may end up having to buy all of these sets, and then even then there's a chance that you don't get them all. So I don't really like that. I do think it would have been better if they gave you set cards in different sets. That way they'd be easier to collect. Regardless, this set is still pretty cool. Let's get on to our next set here, which is 76388 Hogsmeade Village Visit. This set should be retailing for 80 bucks and includes 7 minifigures here. We get Harry, Dean Thomas, Professor McGonagall, Madame Rosmerta, Mr. Flume, Mrs. Flume, and a Golden Ron minifigure. I think the build for this set looks pretty decent. It looks a lot more detailed than I thought it would be, and there's also a lot more interior space than I initially thought it would have. Hogsmeade is a pretty iconic and important location from the Harry Potter universe, so it's nice that LEGO is portraying it here. But the thing is, 80 bucks just seems a little bit steep considering what you actually get in the set. It's pretty much 2 buildings. I know the piece count is there to justify it. It's just that this does not seem like $80 worth of LEGO. I'm not sure if I'm the only one that thinks that. I just thought there'd be a little bit more to this build. Nonetheless though, it's a great looking set. And next up here we have 76387 Hogwarts Fluffy Encounter. You get the main trio in this set: Harry, Ron, and Hermione. This set is going to retail for 40 bucks, and for that price I do think it's pretty fair. The build for Hogwarts here is actually kind of large and has all these different rooms and whatnot. And then on top of that you get this brick built Fluffy the 3-headed dog. And just like the basilisk, I really like what they did here by using brick built parts and also having new molds for the head. I really wasn't sure if they're going to use any new molds here, but I'm glad that they did because it really captures the look of Fluffy perfectly. So yeah, just another really great mid-range set. And next up here we have 76386, the Hogwarts Polyjuice Potion Mistake. And in this set we also get the main trio here: Harry, Ron, and Hermione, as well as a Golden Harry minifigure as well. It's really awesome to me that LEGO is putting so many of these minifigures in such small sets. Like, we don't typically see 4 minifigures in a $20 set, and that's what we're getting here. The build looks pretty decent for what it needs to be. It's just like the girls' bathroom section, but the really key thing here are the minifigures, and they all look really really nice. They all actually have Slytherin outfits here because that's what they wear in the movie. And then Hermione also has this really great new head mold of her as a cat. So this is just an awesome set to buy if you just want to get the main cast from the Harry Potter movies for cheap. And one of the coolest things is that you can actually take this set and then combine it with the Fluffy's Encounter and the Chamber of Secrets and then make one large Hogwarts. I really like it when LEGO does that throughout different themes by giving us multiple sets in a different line and have the ability to add them together to make one large build. And that's what they did here, and I think they did it pretty well because you get such a large section of the Hogwarts castle as well as so many iconic moments from those first two movies. So if you're getting that larger set, I do think you definitely have to get the other two and just complete the entire build. Okay, next up here we have probably the least interesting of these sets, 76395 Hogwarts First Flying Lesson. This one actually should retail for about $30 and includes 4 minifigures here. So we get Madam Hooch, Draco Malfoy, and Neville Longbottom, as well as the Golden Quirrell minifigure. I know in my previous video I did say that Golden Snape was going to be in this set, but I did have it backwards, so I do apologize for that. But in this set we will be getting a Golden Professor Quirrell, and this is just kind of like the least interesting of these sets in my opinion, but it's still a great set to pick up, especially for the minifigures. And then next up here we have the set that I think I'm probably the most excited for from this entire wave, and that is the Hogwarts Wizard chess set. This should be retailing for about $60, that's what the rumors are saying, but again I think that might be wrong. It does look like the set is going to be about 80 bucks. I'm just basing this off the price count and the actual size of the set, but again I could be wrong, it could be $60, so let's hope that it is. Anyways, we get 4 minifigures in this set. Again, just like a couple of the other sets, we get Harry, Ron, and Hermione all in this one set, which is great to see. And on top of that, we get a Golden Snape minifigure that looks awesome. And the reason that I'm really excited for this set is pretty much because it's just a chess set. Like, they actually included all the pieces here, so again, even if you're not a Harry Potter fan, you could buy this set and just use it as a chess set. So that is pretty cool to see. I'm not the best at chess, but I do enjoy playing it, so I'm definitely going to be picking this set up. This was rumored to be a Target exclusive set in the United States, but again, I'm not too sure about that right now. We'll just have to wait and see how this set is going to be released. Our next set here is 76393, and this is a really weird one, Harry Potter and Hermione Granger. Now, this set doesn't actually include any minifigures because these set themselves are just gigantic minifigures. We had rumors of this set for a really long time now, but none of us really knew how they were going to do it, and I guess they went the route of just recreating LEGO minifigures in a larger scale. And I gotta be honest, I don't actually hate it. I know a lot of people think this looks really dumb, but for some reason, it just looks kind of cool to me. They even went as far as giving Harry a gigantic cloth piece for his coat. And yeah, this is just one of the weirdest and most unique sets that we've gotten from a licensed theme, but I actually kind of dig it. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be picking this one up, but I do think it looks pretty cool. And finally, here our last set, we have 76394 Fawkes Dumbledore's Phoenix. And just like I predicted in my last video, this build is very similar to the Hedwig that we got a couple years back. The one where you could actually rotate that lever and then have the wings move. And it looks like it's using that exact same feature here in the exact same way, which isn't really a bad thing. It does look like a cool set, and I'm glad they added the ability for it to move instead of it just being a static object. Either way, I think this makes for a great display piece. That red and yellow just pops and it looks really nice. We will be getting one minifigure in this set, that being Dumbledore, as well as a minifigure scale Fawkes. And this set is rumored to retail for 40 bucks, but again, I could be wrong on that. But yeah, I think that pretty much does it. That is nearly every single LEGO Harry Potter set releasing in this first wave of summer 2021 sets. I think there may be a couple more sets to be releasing soon, but for now, this is pretty much everything in this wave. Overall, I do think it's a really great wave, especially if you're a fan of the earlier movies. There are so many different sets here to buy, and you can't really go wrong with purchasing any of these. Whether it's just a build and display or actually play with, most of these sets check both of those boxes. And I'm just really happy with how this wave of Harry Potter sets has turned out. I gotta be completely honest, when it comes to like the major LEGO themes that I follow, I have like a big four, that being Star Wars, Marvel, DC, and Harry Potter. I think LEGO does the best job when it comes to the Harry Potter theme. Like when you really consider the minifigures, the build quality, getting relevant sets, and all for a good price, the Harry Potter theme knocks all of those categories out of the park and doesn't lack in any area. All the minifigures are great, they even go as far as giving us a CMF series. The builds are great and have this awesome continuity of expanding Hogwarts. And pretty much all these sets are under 10 cents a piece, which is really rare to see in a licensed LEGO theme these days. So yeah, this is just really high quality stuff on LEGO's part here, and I hope that some of the other themes that I follow can live up to this theme's level of quality. This may just be the best LEGO theme out there right now, at least from the big four that I follow. So yeah, make sure to let me know what you guys think about these down in the comments below. I tried to keep this a little bit brief and not go into too much detail with each set because I did just do a LEGO Harry Potter video discussing these exact same sets a couple of days ago. Are you guys planning on picking any of these up, and if so, which ones? Also, the big question for this video, how do you guys think the Harry Potter theme lines up with the other licensed themes like Star Wars, Marvel, and DC? Like, if you were to rank those four, how would you rank them? I'm really curious to hear you guys' answers, so make sure to let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you guys hadn't had a chance to enter the giveaway yet, make sure to do so. But that will pretty much do it for me. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.